So this is interesting to me. This is a fan translation from 2001 for a PC Engine game. There aren't that many of those. Hey, thank you, Sheriff. Let's see. All right. What is this called? Gaijin Productions? That's translation by Gaijin Productions. What a name. Anywho. No time like the present, I guess. Let me know if the game's too loud. It's something, yeah. It's a manga anyway. Is it Tezuka Osamu? The host button likes to hide now. If you would like to host, you have to navigate to your own chat and type /host and then the channel name. That's the easiest way to do it. Hey there, Duke. That would have jump scared me, but I caught it in chat before it happened. So, this game. I think this one is like supposed to be neat. Rose Town. Wait, we didn't read the story. Hold up. You got to see the story. Yeah, Antoine, some of us don't have host buttons. I'm in that group. Give it a sec. It'll get to this story. I've been hosting. I've just been going to my own channel to do it. If this were an Amiga platform, these apples they're throwing or whatever would be like a... Are those bowling balls? Anyway, they'd be a limited resource. And they'd be scattered all over the stage. Which would be 4,000 times this size. Hello, game? Is it going to summarize the story now? Yeah, check that out. Thank you, BMF. I keep looking over and seeing it in the chat before the alert comes up, so I don't get spooked. Yeah, good story. First there was a donkey in the background, then there was one in the foreground. Doug Prishpreed, I think. You know what? I know what's going on here. I think I have to like hard reset the console to get the story. If I'd known it would be this much trouble, I wouldn't have bothered. Why don't we just do this for 4 hours? Just listen to this song. It's nice. It's laid back. But what am I typing into? I'm gonna give up if it doesn't do the opening narration crawl after this. Mortis, did you play through this on stream? I know I've watched somebody play this like all the way through, but I was working, so I don't remember anything about it. Yeah. Would that have been around when I was doing like many hour shifts like every day? Hey, Mycophobia. I'm trying to get this damn game to tell us what the story is, because I want to know. This is the translation hack. Unless I didn't pick the right ROM. Who is the manga artist? Is it Tezuka or someone else? Do we know? Link manga. Yes, it is Tezuka. Yeah, you guessed right. I mean, it's a pretty distinctive style. Fuck it. We're not gonna know the story. We're in Rosetown, that's the story. That's funny. So, that name, Guros, was spelled G-O-R-O-S-U earlier in the opening crawl. I don't know, Nextmort 3 isn't bad. Hey, Crow's Debt, how are you? Oh, weird. If you, like, walk into a ledge, you automatically jump. Like, there is a jump button. I could jump over these manually. What a strange control quirk. There we go. So, part of the reason I started late tonight is the Spelunky daily rolls over at 1 hour before I go live. Anyway. And I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and do that real quick and then I'll stream. And it ended up being like the nastiest Spelunky seed I've ever played. And I hell cleared it, so it took like 64 minutes. Yeah. Hey, Klubers. Oh, okay. Oh, this controls really strangely. So anyway, maybe I didn't stream on time, but at least I beat the daily. Last I checked, I had the second place time, so someone else had already outscored me. They didn't beat it. They got to 5-1, but what do you think this is? Whoa. Dude, I'm like fast as hell now. I had an interesting weekend. I've complained about this a couple times, but I know many people weren't there for it. I spent most of this weekend, so anyone who was here when I got my Deathless Gradius 2 playthrough, like minutes after I went offline, I was excited. So I was just kind of standing in the kitchen flapping my arms. Just kind of standing in place. My roommate was doing the dishes and that was the best contribution I could think of. And hello? Oh, you need keys to open those, I guess. Huh. Yeah, great, you guys too. And then after a good arm flapping, I went downstairs and I was like, wait a second. I went up there because I needed something. So then I went back up into the kitchen and discovered some glass shards from a broken French press. And then I discovered that we didn't have jargon. We didn't have what's it called? Tweezers. So I had no way to remove it. And I spent like approaching 20 hours with the big shard of glass in my foot. So that was really unpleasant. I slept like crap. Yeah, it sucked. And, God dang it, dude. I don't understand how to open this. I think you need a, like, silver key for it. Yeah. It was the worst. And, work has been, like, oh, you jerk of a game. Work has been pretty overwhelming lately anyway. I know what you mean. It's the beat. The beat is similar to the, like, Manor song, isn't it? Oh, okay. You just can't go there at all. And then, the day after, because, like, what I had to do was order tweezers, and, you know, they took over a day to get here. And, then when they arrived, who's this? Yes. Huh. Oh, neat. It's like... Is it something? The URL you made up, is it a real website? So anyway, because I'd been walking kind of goofy to not put any weight on the glass shard, because if I'd driven it in, then, like, I wouldn't have been able to remove it even after the tweezers arrived. Look at these fucking crows. Look at this. This is such a good enemy sprite. I would have liked that key, but hey. Hang on. There we go. Oh my god. The next day, I had a back spasm because, you know, I'd been walking all fucked up. So I didn't, like, fully throw my back out, but, like, if I had one false move, and I would have, you know? So, if you'll permit me to feel sorry for myself, I had an annoying couple of days. Yeah, I got it out. I got it out. I'm keeping an eye on it, but I don't see any signs of infection or anything, so... I'm gonna die, I think, in the game. Oh dear. Hey, thanks for... Oh, the bits. Did it not make the noise? It should have made a noise. I didn't hear it. I don't know if I'm gonna win this one. I did. Oh, you can just tap down to go down through these. I'll be damned. Is it quiet? Yeah, I don't know who this is. The Masked Sun. It's probably because of Blink, though. I guess Blink is the donkey. $200 to 600%. Thank you, BMF. I heard that one. That's weird. Is it actually quiet? Because they're usually, like, very loud. Oh, good. You know, up until that boss, I hadn't gotten hit a single time, and then it went downhill so fast. There we go. No. That's weird. Can I go to the fun place? Ugh. Doesn't that level look fun? Yeah, true. I any louder and I do stand to injure my back playing. Or, you know, streaming. You know what I mean. Oh, I see. You have to stay down here. Oh, dear. Now, this is kind of neat, I guess, this game. That has a skull on it. I'm gonna not pick it up. Yeah, the first game should have been this RPG. And I don't know, I asked myself, do I really want to, like, try to translate an RPG I've, like, not seen at all for, like, 10 minutes and then say I'll come back to it and then not come back to it? And I was like, nah. Ooh, I got a donkey. Why does she live in a mine? Did anyone else do this Spelunky Daily today? I realized that, like, that game is kind of yesterday's news, but I can't get enough of it. Because when you see it, you turn 360 degrees and walk away. If I had to guess, NEC's PC88 and PC98 computers were like a recognizable brand name, and so they probably wanted to play off that. Yeah, please go for it. Do you think this damages you? Let's find out. Yes. This whole section's just a big prank. Five, huh? What is this money for? Yeah, well, you know, at the time, I don't know how big a deal it would have been, because, oh my gosh, why do I have a princess instead of a bank robber? Because, like, I don't know that 8-bit versus 16-bit, like, posturing was much of, like, a marketing thing at this point in the Japanese video game market. Yeah, I don't have the red key, do I? Can I go to like previous levels? Okay. Yeah, but you can't forget that like the TG16 came out a really long time after the PC Engine. The PC Engine was released in 87. The TG16 was like the tail end of 1989, which was a really long time. Oh, I get it. Well, if it was a joke. Yeah, I don't know. Is someone gonna tell me where the red key is in this house? Huh. Yes. It is a Tezuka manga, apparently. Oh, they show this video in the attract, or this level in the attract mode. I think this game is like sort of well liked among PC Engine enthusiasts. How? You hit select? Aha! The fandom, yeah. She doesn't even have an attack. Does she like jump super high or anything? Hang on. That's her jump. I'll be damned, she does. She would have been useful for that last level. Yeah, you know what's funny about... I noticed his name was Kakeru, which is amusing because there's like a typo in the intro. So they write that his name is Kaeru, which means frog. So it's hard to say though, like this translation patch is from 2001, so it's also entirely possible that there just like wasn't enough space. And they were like, well, the letters don't all fit. What? No. Mostly manga. I've done some non-manga work, but probably over 99% of the translation I've done professionally has been manga, yes. I can't say what I am working on because of non-disclosure agreements, but it's pretty cool. Aha. Whoa. Look at this weapon. Oh, the... Why do I have many purple hit points now? Oh, come on. They said the red key was in this area, didn't they? Is that... No, it's not. Look by a door. Well, pfft. You'll get me someday. This guy's weapon is like 1,000 times better than the other ones. Okay. Oh my god, leave me alone. Do the controls look kind of awkward? Because they are. Oh, look at this! It's the Orphic Vipers. Oh, nuts. Anyway, did I already make the point that this is like a worse Sorcerian? It only just now occurred to me. Dude, I'm gonna lose all my lives to this. Okay, I needed to make sure there wasn't like a... Hang on. Oh no! What was that? They mentioned that earlier and I like forgot about it until just now. Oh, you can go down! I have like a goldfish memory. No. This level's awesome. I really like this bird sprite a lot. These are bowling balls, right? Yeah. Oh my god, dude. I can't. Oh no! God dang it. I hit the soft reset shortcut by mistake. It's easy to do that. It's select and run at the same time to reset. It's a shame. There was still a hope, a faint hope of beating this without continuing. I needed to just God mode every boss from that point forward, and I was set. It's just sort of arbitrary who you have in your party at any given time, huh? This is like... It would probably make perfect sense if I'd read the manga. Why, this is my party right now. If I were the better path, I'd be behind that door. Hidden in a jar. I guess they're all in jars, right? Whoa. I got too excited over the turbo speed. Yeah. You're welcome to contribute. I mean, no one's got that market cornered. Oh, wrong guy. There we go. Is that the red key? There. No. Oh, gosh. All right. Oh, yeah. All right. How do I get up here? Oh. What? Hey, thanks for following. None of these guys can jump high, right? Whoops. I just almost did it again. The accidental soft reset. Hang on. I want to be sure I'm not missing like a feature. Yeah, I don't know. I can't make that jump. Like, not even close. How many worlds are there in this game? This is like a pretty doable game to just sort of sit down and power through, isn't it? You know what this level design kind of reminds me of? Ooh. Back to the Future Part 2 and 3. That's a good sprite, the girl. I suppose I can look it up if no one happens to know it off the top of their head. Here and here. Did anyone watch Darbian back in the days of now runs? If I say I'm gonna do a now run, do you know what that is? Those were really funny. Okay, so can this guy make the jump? There we go. Oh, you son of a... Oh, good. He had one of his Super Mario Brothers speedruns for some reason, mostly garnered suspicion on YouTube, and so there were a bunch of video responses of people like trying to disprove it. And there was a guy who did that, and every time he jumped, he would go, "And now," because he was like, "Well, I'm gonna keep an open mind. I'm gonna try to play this game the way this guy does," and concluded that it was probably cheated, but that it should be theoretically possible. Which you gotta give him respect, I guess, for being sort of open-minded. It was pretty funny. The turbo wore off, right? No? Jeez. I'm just gonna wait. No, I don't. I don't know if he took it down because it probably got a lot of mean comments. Like, oh, nuts. I'm starting to wonder if the speed boost is maybe like, huh? Oh, right. Not duration based, and it's like based on how many tiles you move or something. No, I haven't. I don't know. I mean, it's okay. What's the next game even? Baroomba? No one knows what that is. Do you have any idea? Does anyone know? Dude, I can't hit the guy. What the? Did I underflow his HP or something? Oh dear. I'm out of donkeys too. I'm not gonna last much longer. Okay, I think this is normal speed now. Wait, did these not do damage? They do. No, I won't be doing that. Isn't that just the worst? When you run out of donkeys. Oh, there we go. I would like to see a donkey in real life. I've like seen one from afar, but that's it. Haha. Is it a shmup? Is it good? Actually, don't tell me. If it's like, what's that one game that was just like so bad? If it's like Rock On, I'd like to discover that in real time. Okay. This may be the most obnoxious level, I think, in any video game, except for today's Spelunky Daily, which was ridiculous. There just weren't any bombs. Okay. So you definitely do have to kill these from really far away. Wow. So I guess I just have to live with picking this up. Dodongo. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna hope that this does run out over time. That looks like normal speed now. It's a little tough to tell because this guy's so slow anyway. Cool, I got the poison. So if I pause and then hit 1, does that cost a donkey? Yes. So I just lost a life for no good reason. Weighted platform. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can get this at least. I see. There's traps there, too. Okay. Holy smokes. Uh-oh. Oregon. I'm just going for it. Oh, dear. Wait, give me that. Oh, duh. You can take out the arrows in mid-flight. I already knew that. There we go. Huh. Go. No. Look at all this. So I probably wanted to be on that path up there. Will I? Hey, look at that. Oh. Oh. Uh-huh. That game is really cool. You know, Glitch Witch, I had an interesting weekend. Did you hear the story of the glass? Yeah. Well, that's all you should hear because it's kind of a gross story, but hey, Felly, thank you. Ooh, I got a donkey. Yeah. I mean, you know, I have to keep an eye on it for signs of infection, but probably fine. Ooh, actually. That's cool. About the stream. It's not like... It's not a me shmup, though. Holy smokes, look at this guy. Whoa, what the... Oh, do you have to, like, feed it an attack? Huh? No? You just have to hit it in the jeans. Please jump. Please jump. Get away! Don't do that. Like, this thing is so intense, dude. It just whoops you. What? Zit, zit, zit. No. Oh. Yeah, so the thing about PC Engine emulation is, that game's fine. It's not my thing, I think. But it's neat. So, like, PC Engine emulation, in my experience, like, it's pretty laggy if you don't use Mednafen, which is not a user-friendly emulator at all. ZapCorp. Okay. It's Float Island area. Oh, wow. This actually is really similar to Rock-On. Oh, look at it. It's junk. Hang on. What was this enemy? Oh, I tried to pause, but there's no pause button. The pause button rotates. Dead Moon, no. Not familiar with that. This song is tight, though. Whoa, look at this. Hang on. Let me turn turbo off. Holy. Have you played Psychosis yet? Glitch Witch? That one was entertaining enough, I guess. We're not all Psychosis fans here. Like. I think the laser sucks, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Wow, I didn't really notice it, but the face is amazing through the, like, window. This is kind of awesome. Like, it's silly, but... Oh, jeez. I think they maybe, like, forgot to balance these weapons right. Because did you notice this was, like, doing more damage than the laser and the napalm and stuff? That didn't seem right. Oh, dear. Oh, I see. Listen to that. Listen to that sound. Okay, so, the emulator, did you also install a Mednafen front end? Because I would really recommend doing that. No, it was fine. I just, game overed at the end of a world, and I didn't feel like replaying the entire world. You missed me retelling the glass story for like the 18th time, so you should be glad about that. No. Whatever. Ooh, look. Did I ever level it up to this point where the bullets got bigger before? I don't think I did. Yeah, like... I'm not a RetroArch fan. Arch, I mean... Wait, the weapon, like, leveled back down, I think. Hey, Gunstar, thank you. Have you done the daily yet? I want to know your thoughts on it. It was hard. Durgan. Oh. Oh, so it is Ark. I was right the first time. Why? I don't think it did that the first time, did it? Well, this is gonna go exactly like last time. So these controls are like weird. This wouldn't have been my first choice if I'd been on the Baroomba's staff. So there's no pause. The start button rotates the turret one way, and the one button rotates it the other way. Then select swaps between weapons. Yeah. What is it with shmups that look like this and like temporary power-ups? What was that other game that did that? Like Fantasy Zone does it for one thing, but there was one that was more like a traditional shmup. Oh, you know, it's got a bunch of rotation in the arcade. Yes, Ordyne. I was about to say it was like Delungo or something. So, I was close. In that they both have an N in them. Which game pioneered this? Was it Forgotten Worlds that did this stuff? Or like Fantasy Worlds or whatever it's called, that Capcom game? Well, honestly, you know, they're fine. I'm glad you think they look cool. Forgotten Worlds, yeah. To me, that game committed a sin by putting it in people's heads that this was fun. Oh, look at this! Oh, this game rules! Look at this guy! What's he doing? Whoa! Am I supposed to hit the... Yeah, little bobble on his tail. Don't go in there. Yeah, this guy definitely made this game a lot more enjoyable. Where's Laser anyway? Hey Rambro, thank you. Oh dear. Maybe the search works. See, I don't know. What is it with shmups and compound meter? You know what I'm saying? The time signature of adventure. Oh dear! So, I'm pretty sure what they're going for is after he charges at you, you're supposed to... Hey, thank you. Thanks, Fel. You're supposed to... You can, like, cross him up and then attack his tail from the other side. But I can't be bothered to do that. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. A 3-button controller? I haven't heard of that. Well, I got out of stage 1. Oh no, you float at all times. Oh no. This is so weird. This is neat. I know I was just hating on it because I hate the like turret rotation mechanic in every game that has it, but this weapon power-up system is pretty unfortunate. That's like the unfortunate thing about shmups, is there's that expectation that they all play the same. And even I will catch myself like hating on a shmup for doing something different. But I think the world would be better if there were more shmups like this. Oh dear. There we go. Almost. Ah! I was looking at chat. I saw that you added Duke, and then I thought you said, what is this Bofades that I keep hearing about all of a sudden? I was gonna go, oh no, that's a joke. What a ripoff. Underwater shmup, real original. Haven't seen that one before. Oh no, I forgot. Oh dear. I'm trying to meet this game halfway and do this turret rotation stuff, and boy, is it a chore. It reminds me a little bit of Battlemania Daigenjo, I guess. It's the way the stages change direction constantly, which that's always a good game to be reminded of. Holy! Yeah, I never really gave it a try. Oh, I don't think there are any continues. What's after this game? Oh, it's an Amiga port. Oh, it's a soccer game. Oh, here we go. It's Amiga time. Has anyone here played Deathbringer? Oh, are you Lunkin? Good luck. Because I don't wanna. This is an Amiga game. It has like the sickest box art. Can you narrow it down, Duke? Do you think? The Night of Darkness. Up and run. Nice. I might go back to it then. Thank you. Oh no. Sure. Jeez. Look at this. Where's the 1010? Yeah, this guy. And the small 2. Look at that. Doesn't dot look stupid in in hiragana? Like, is this gonna have voice acting? Oh, it's Ultima Combat, my favorite. Hang on. Am I like hitting the wrong button or something? All right, well I beat the orc. I see. This is like the village of Thoron or Solon or something. I see. Interesting. So I can like hire this guy to go adventuring with me. When I popped in there, he was like, he said something like, anything happening out there? You know, I'm just not feeling great lately. So probably you're not supposed to recruit him, but hey, come here. Oh, okay. He's like, well, I could. Give me some time to recover. Does Ultima have this first-person stuff? Anyway. I see. So there's like a cave in the forest of Nullroth that the orcs are using, like as their, I don't know, home? Like, what would you call it? Nest? Orcs don't really nest, right? Because they're like bipedal and intelligent and stuff. What do you think? Maybe. So I would love to know like how resolutions work on the PC Engine, because I'm not gonna go through with it, but I suspect that on a CRT, this probably didn't look like this. It probably looked like let's go like this, like something like this, you know. And like the Warren, yes, there we go. I wonder, because like the PC Engine was actually really he wants me to help him drive out the orcs after he's feeling better. The PC Engine is really flexible about what's it called that you can use resolutions. So what? Oh, this is my house. All right, nothing of interest there, I guess. Oh, am I in my house right now? What the? Oh no, it's... Look at this guy. Oh. Well, there we go. Taidetsu no Henko. What is Taidetsu? Formation. Okay. That was my guess, but... Okay, yeah, so do you think probably this would have looked about like this on a CRT rather than having the big giant black bars on the top and the bottom? Yeah. I can't dismiss any of my party members because I don't have any. Hang on, what is this? Shio? Oh, okay. Oh, weird. You have to hit the cancel button to talk to this guy. I can't read these first two kanji. The second one I can, but it doesn't do me much good without knowing the first one. Anybody know this? Hey, Lynx. Let's see. So the upper right radical is pretty easy to make out. You know, let's just assume that noun isn't important. So he's saying something about held on. I see. So he closes up shop and shuts himself in his house at night. Okay. So the second kanji was like healing. So my guess is like doctor or something. Some sort of, you know, doctoral person. That's not how that word is used at all. It's like the time of day is changing, isn't it? Oh. This is so weird. Yeah, so it it just displays this text anytime you face this door. Oh, is it blacksmith? Huh. Hang on. Oh, that left radical was metal. That makes sense. Kajiya. I'm sort of surprised I don't know that term. But I played Dark Souls in English, so... Who's this? Oh. She said that the elves used to live in the forest of Nolroth. But they left when the orcs drove them out and hid their treasure in the forest. Oh no, this is sort of interesting, right? Like, it definitely plays like crap. Bezel's not here. That can't be the right name, right? But this is Bezel's only son, Evan. No, it's not. I didn't read the very end of it. Dot Oni-chan. That's funny. So their father took off and... Okay. So you're supposed to tell this person's father to come home if you run into him out there. Ha! I can't recruit the kid. Thank you, Duke. Wait, can I recruit her? That would be awful. Okay, no. She just get her ass whooped. Look at her. She's like 2 feet tall. This is really unnerving how, like, if you... if you're in the tile with them and you spin around, they're just like... Like, doesn't it remind you of that stupid, like, Legend of Zelda creepypasta where there's, like, this statue of Link, you know? Oh, no. Sure. Oh. I misread a particle and it made the sentence confusing. This is when he went to the when he was in the elf village. Remind me what Yoake Mae is? It's like the small hours, isn't it? Mae? Before the Dawn novel. Yeah, that's right. Huh, okay. So when he was in the elf village, like, they took off. Cirkman, thank you. Did you finish your Gremlins 2? Wasn't that tonight? Anywho. So when he was in the elf village, late at night, they went off into the forest, so he, without really thinking about it, or Omoazu is like, that works that way in this context, but not always. He went after them to see what was up, and he came across a temple on the verge of ruin in the woods. And he thinks that that's where their treasure is buried, or, you know, hidden. I tried to recruit him and he said, "Me? You must be joking." Wait. This is a guy, right? I can't really tell. Like, it's not uncommon for men to use the first person pronoun watashi, but it's not... Like in this sort of thing? In this sort of setting? It might not be the first thing they'd say. Yeah, but then this guy talks with kind of a swagger. I just gave him 5 more gold, so that's funny. Yeah. This guy's still not feeling up to it. Oh, this is labyrinthine. Oh, this is like the elder's house. Hold up. Is that not... Yeah. This is like, training, right? Like in skills? Does anyone else here know Japanese? That's not too uncommon. The Boku thing. Yeah, so you can learn new skills here. I assume I need to like spend experience points on it. Let's find out. Dot. Oh, huh. Wild. So I can learn mace, a blank space. That's rapier, I guess, but like they couldn't fit it and the cursor on the same line, so they just moved it down, and then bow. I don't even know how much. Probably this. Oh, I already know it. Okay, so the bow was the only thing I didn't already know how to use anyway. Yeah, Gino is right. Did you know that? Did you like guess that from the pronunciation, Radicals, or do you like? Did you already know the word? That's funny. I tried to recruit him and he said, travel at my age, I could never. Yeah, so he's just worried that, you know, around this time of year, the orcs are going to attack the village, so he wants someone to find their lair in the forest of Nullroth and drive them off. I wonder, like, how close my guess is as to what the original English are. You know what I mean? Hey. This is Todoth. Look at, or, yeah, what a name. Todd's. Dude, no one wants to join my party. This is just like trying to form D&D night or something. Huh. It is. You know what else is like impossible is getting out of this village. Oh no, it's night. Huh. That's funny. I think she's kind of got a thing for the main character. Oh, I'm at the bar. Loganberry is the name of the bar. Hang on, what is this game called? Death. I'm just gonna Google Deathbringer, Amiga, Nullroth. Let's see if that one's right. Maybe Norloth. Nullrose. I give up. I'll be right back. Actually, hold up. I'm here. Okay. As cool as this is, I sort of wonder if the manual came with like a map or something. Like, this is entirely too difficult. Escaping from town here. Oh, this is the Elder's house again, or the, you know. Oh, here, her again. Yeah. This is it. This is the forest of Nullroth. I think probably the dead of night would not be the the time to do this. Yeah. I'm hitting like up and down exclusively and it's doing like weird. Oh, I see. When you hit down, I think you turn around. Yeah, I don't know. You know, probably. No, please. It's so hard to not walk through this door. The game isn't super responsive. What's this anyway? Oh, this. Oh, ooh. I see. We're talking about God. You can't see him, but he resides in the hearts of men. That's it. That's the whole story. All right, then. No, leave me alone. Who are you? It's this guy. Okay. Now to the forest of Nullroth. Oh, dear. What does the Amiga game look like? I'm curious now. Deathbringer, Amiga, screenshot. This has got to turn some stuff up, right? Moby Games came through. Whoa, this is way different. Huh. Is this even the same game? This doesn't look like the same game. Yeah, you know what happened, I think, is... Like, I think if you look up Deathbringer on, on Wikipedia, it maybe links you to this Deathbringer, but they're not the same thing. Hang on, Deathbringer, the Night of Darkness. Yeah, because come to think of it, it was all just copyright Telenet. Not Telenet and something else. Yeah, I think if you look at the Wikipedia, like, list of PC Engine games and click the, whoa, look at this guy. Oh, god. Goodbye. Damage. Dude, my guy is buff as hell. Anyway, it wouldn't be the first time that there's a link to an unrelated game in the Wikipedia list of PC Engine games, I'll put it that way. Huh. No. No, quit trying to go in the village. Quit! Turn around. That one's not the interface's fault, that was all me. Could this secretly be good? We need to track down some Japanese reviews of it. I'm gonna whoop these guys' asses. Attack. Oh my god, didn't he have like hundreds of hit points? I did 28 damage. Dude, these guys can't do damage. The thief has died. It's Telenet, you know? Oh my god, I only did 4 damage to Rat G. This is absurd. I'm like the tankiest RPG character in history, dude. Look, I finally took some damage. Oh no. It happened again. I'll never find the orcs hideout at this rate. Can you rest? Maybe. Kyusoku could be rest. What is Kyusoku? Rest. 1 hour. 3 hours. Oh, I got attacked. Dude, it's the guys from Splatterhouse. No, this is the CD version. Lamprey. There we go. They were leeches. Thank you, Crow's Debt. I think I was busy freaking out over the vague resemblance to a Splatterhouse enemy. I would need to, if I were to like revisit this and like actually give it a try, I would need to figure out some sort of like graph paper situation. Like, isn't there a program by that name that people use for games like this? And it costs like $20 or something? Huh. I'm it. What? How would you say this? This is like the port of Galakrarm. Galakrarm? Like, what is this word? Grid cartographer, okay. But Satan, you're here. You asked me a question that I missed because I was playing Gradius. You wanted to know my opinion on how high-profile games Like, oh, this is Keel the Blacksmith. Like FF7 and Zelda and stuff get terrible translations. This is funny. So I just tried to recruit the blacksmith into my party, and he's like, look, buddy, I don't know who the hell you are, but I don't have time to go gallivanting around with you. So my take on it is because they are high profile. In my experience, when you're working with big entertainment companies, you know, in my case, it's always manga publishers, but I've heard that video game translation is much the same way. They'll be really, really protective of the stuff that like absolutely has to be a hit because they spent $1 billion on it or whatever. Which can sometimes be great because sometimes it means you're coordinating like directly with the people who wrote what you're translating, but very often like an executive who might not have totally defensible ideas about translation will have complete control and you just kind of have to grin and bear it and go with whatever they suggest for, you know, it tends to show up in like translating fantasy nouns and stuff like that. FF7, part of that is just that the game's old, and back then like there weren't that many like super well established what the hell's a bazaar? Oh, it's a bazaar, for fuck's sake. I had to say it out loud. There weren't that many well established like translation outfits, you know, so if I recall with FF7, like they got a native Japanese speaker to translate that, I want to say. So you can do that, but translating into your non-native language is so much harder than translating into your native language, which is not something that's like widely understood. What's the last game? This is really interesting and I'm done with it. We'll come back to it someday, maybe. But like even now you will sometimes have to, what was this game called? Hold on. I don't know, like, are you into Etrian Odyssey, for example? Those games are like really well translated, right? Formation Soccer, that's it. I knew it was an F game. Those games, in my opinion, are really, really well translated. And I think that part of it is that the execs probably were comfortable staying out of the way because they didn't expect it to be a big hit. Which one is this? There are 2 Formation Soccer games. I'm going to assume it's this one. Human Creative. Yeah, this is it. Human Cup 90. But that's Atlas, right? And Atlas was like famously, yeah, that that line is not their finest moment, I think. But Atlas was really hands-on with Persona 5, and like I don't know if you followed that, but Persona 5 has in parts a pretty messed up translation, so yeah, probably because, you know, they'd ended their working relationship with Ted Woolsey by that point. Thank you, Duke. MS-DOS version. What the? You think this is right? Is this game supposed to look like this? Probably not. This is right? Okay. exhibition. So my guess is they just didn't even know like that basic thing that like you really want to translate into your first language, not your second. So what's FRG? I don't know anything about football. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I know this, though. I want to run a 4-3-3, I think. It's interesting that they use these terms because these are totally different in Japanese, the way these formations are described. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Auto mode, sure. Is it gonna be messed up again, do you think? Well, we'll come back to that. That's the end of the retrospective for the day. So what do you think? Now what do we play? Human Cup. Glitches is what you missed. I don't want to play Mega Man 9. I don't even have a way to do it. You want me to try J-League just in case? Yeah, this one's from 94. This is skipping ahead a little bit. I have an idea, actually. Maybe Symphony Randomizer. Here's the... Let's see if this works, actually. I have an idea. That would be cool. Boom. Huh. Hey, the game runs right. Oh, no, I don't like it. Here, you have the ball. Whoops. Oh, no. No, you're not supposed to pass it to the opposing team. Hang on. Oh my gosh. What is it with games with no pause button tonight? Oh, there we go. It's select to pause, of course. I think, what is it? It's 4 off the top. No, it's 8 off the top. Hey, Oshawott. Yeah, that was a really good pause. Yeah. Hang on. Wait. Okay. I need somebody to clip this, and I'm sorry, but it's going to be really loud for a fraction of a second. So if you're using headphones, I need you to turn them down right now. And then as soon as I do this, someone... Yeah, exactly. This is why I need to do this. As soon as I pause it, someone needs to clip it. we're good. Surely somebody will do it. You don't have to, Mortis. It's fine. There's something I'm not understanding about the goal. Is that good? I love the fucking banjo music for no reason. There we go. Yep. All right. I can't slide. Corner kick. That's no good. Did you see that guy trap the ball like a fucking expert? Quit! I don't think our goalie knows how to play, dude. Oh yeah, oh okay. This is Formation Soccer Human League. Whatever. Mutant League. It would be cool. Alright, well, way to go, dummy. If I could just hang on to the ball for like a fraction of a second. If I could keep the ball. Like, what are you supposed to do? They just whoop your ass. What, did it clip, Duke? Because I can adjust the volume levels. Why? Is Denmark some kind of like golfing super power? Like, I just didn't know. Or Denny's or whatever team this is. Ooh. Stop! Oh my gosh. Oh, really? Duke, are you ready to do it again? You ready, Duke? This'll be done soon, BMF. All right, if you're using... Oh, are you? From the source. Ugh, the banjo! They don't... Do they listen to banjos in Denmark? Surely not. Oh, nuts! How do I bicycle kick? This is unbelievable. Who do you suppose sent it flying? I bet that's a corner kick for Denmark. I probably did that. Yep. There's bicycle kicks in football. Come on. Shush, 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 shush. Like, you can't do anything. This guy's a Terminator. Thank you. No. Banjo didn't originate in Denmark. Did it really? What is the goalkeeper's problem? I think you made that up, Huiyun. That doesn't sound correct. Like, the goalie has no brain. He's on their team. Famous and extremely true. I also can't, for some reason, I can't kick it off to anyone else. So I think 2 is the pass button and 1 is the... Uh-oh. Oh. And 1 is the shoot button, which is definitely backwards from what I expect. Like, the funny thing is, the AI will let you just stand directly on the Denmark guy and trap it, but then... Halftime. There should be. That's a good idea. Look at this! He never stops. All right. Clearly we need a 4-2-4 formation here. Would any of you like to... Jeez. Thank you, Crowstat. Yep, all right, yep. Go! Dude, this goalkeeper is a beast. He's like a foot taller than everybody else. Oh, look at me juke him. Oh, no. Sometimes I think that these games were probably... The selling point was probably supposed to be the multiplayer, and the AI is sort of an afterthought, is what I tell myself when I get just completely blasted by the AI. Oh my, look at this. You don't wish you had that. Yeah, alright. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. The problem is on one of those ends, though. I'm not having issues with dropped frames that I can see. Like, you're supposed to hit him when you slide, dude. All right, let's go. Oh. Come on. We got a counterattack. Nuts. Stop. Stop. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to play the post. And turn this around. No, dummy! No, get the damn ball. Controversial strategy. Why did you... He passed it. Did you see that? Did you... He shot it. He tried to score an own goal, dude. Don't do that. No, I'm not Denmark. I'm the other one. This team isn't bad, is it? In the real world? In the real world, it's fine. No, please. Get him. Yeah, okay, you're right. I was just testing you. Wait, is that right? Why did it let him get away with it? Wait, trap it. Get in there. Oh, get back in the box, dummy. Oh. I don't understand. I hit the shoot the button where you kick the ball and he just turned around and kicked it for the goal. Okay, I get it now, I think. You could probably, like, play this strategically, right? Because you know what formation you've got. So, like, it wouldn't be that hard to... Okay. I believe that's their throw-in. I think my guy was the last to touch it. Never mind. They can... Are you kidding? Why could you even do that? Okay, so there's no concept of like a pass button and a shoot button. What it is 1 sends the ball south and 2 sends it north. Don't like defend or anything, guys. I suppose with this formation, I don't know what I expected with that shot, that pass. I don't have to lose. That part's also optional. Okay, yeah. This is like not the most intuitive control scheme, but even though like I know what is going on now, I'm really not confident I could do any better if I played it. No! Come on. Well, that's game. What a horrible noise. I did Gunstar. Did you do the daily? How'd you do? Nice field. Oh, not yet. I have a question. If I were to say that's it for PC Engine Night and play Gradius for the NES, would that be bad? I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna put a straw poll. What should I play? Gradius NES. This is the one I want to do. This is Gradius 1 because I I won Lived Gradius 2 recently. Okay. No, no one did on PC Engine. No idea what to play. You're right, it is night. What's another option? Yeah, this is the last. There's a cool game coming up after this, I think. What is it? List of... Like, the very next game is something interesting, but that'll be next week. Super Daisenryaku, which I've never played a game in that series before, but... Okay, yeah, why not? Because I don't want to, but... If you want to see it for 5 seconds, and this gives people time to vote in the straw poll anyway. I don't even want to put a randomizer on here because I'm just going to be honest. I don't get viewers for randomizers. People leave, which I don't blame anyone. You know, why wouldn't you leave if someone's playing something you don't want to see? Okay, it's just 2 options. This poll. This is the poll. Yeah, do you... The Fortress of Nekros. But I think they do actually spell it Neklos, right? Vote in that poll. That determines what I do after this. Sorry, the game was too loud for my tastes. I may have overdone it. Lad R. Did it really? Okay. We can begin our adventure. Saikai no Uta. Huh? What's the Saikai here, do you think? Saikai. Backup memory. Oh, this is enter password, right? Yeah, okay. That's cool. So your password is a song. And when you pick the enter password, it like plays this music. Neat. Or you can save to like the Ten Koei Bank or whatever. All right. Start our adventure. This is like in a world different from ours, in another age, another place, another time. What's the movie that does that? Streets of Fire? I don't want to read it. Let's just assume that's not important. The Knight. The Marge? I think they were going for Mage, but they wrote Maji. The Samurai, the Amazon. The Elf. And the Dwarf. And the Berserker. Look at the fucking Berserker. There's the Mercenary. Look at this. So these guys have already tracked down Nekros. Oh, my eyes. Oh, I'm gonna get an ocular migraine. So this is like the party that I guess sealed Nekros away, or they're gonna fail to do so. I can't deal with this. This flashing is way too much. I'm gonna look away. Someone tell me when it's over. Yeah. The Berserker went. Oh my god. Something about his 7 disciples. I don't know what a Deshi would be. Stop! Jeez. It went on for so long. Alright. So Necros was defeated. And peace returned to the world. Or so they thought. Whoops. I see. So with the mercenary returned home from defeating Necros with the gold coin, you know, that his spoils, you know, gold coins in hand. And took off on I know Kimama. Yeah, it's like a sort of carefree, devil-may-care journey all alone. I used up all my brain power at work. I'm just gonna mash through the text. So, wow, look. This is the Late Night Visitor. That is the name of story 1. Look at this. Anas. This is a traveling, what's bard? I forgot the term. I see. Aha. So his friends are all over the world, and they will teach you your password when you find them. So this guy's like the... Yeah. Sometimes... Yeah, I don't know. A bard, minstrel, I think I think they're effectively synonyms in this game's case, right? But all right. I'm not going to learn my song of awakening or whatever. Reawakening. Aha. Aren't you mercenary of the 8 heroes? Interesting. So this guy's like, yeah, you guys took down Necros all right, but that doesn't mean that the world's been saved. Take this village, for example, and then he just trails off. Yeah, I wonder. That's funny. So we racked up 100 gold bill, which our guy can't pay, but this guy's gonna pay for us. Remind me what a Sonsho is? Anyway, I was saying, I have like 1,000 times more difficulty. Oh, he's the mayor. I have 1,000 times more difficulty reading Japanese without kanji. It's so much harder. And he'd like us to do him a favor in exchange for him paying our tab. We're going to his... That's the face. Did I say show? I meant to say cho. Cat. It says nya nya. Aha. He says, if you get hurt, don't push it. Just come back. What? Is that right? No, no. She shouldn't have been up there. He just said to stock up on herbs. That would have been cool. Aha. The mayor's village, or the mayor's house is right up here. Aha. There have been strange happenings afoot in the village, which he believes I've heard tell from the other villagers, but I didn't talk to them. Ah, we're looking for a missing person. $50 gold. This controls strangely. Do they really look RPG Maker-y? Yeah, I can actually kind of see that. Who's this guy, anyway? No! Aha. Epona. It's the name of the forest. Is Fipona. So people have been disappearing every night, apparently. And I've been given 50 gold to figure out why. Is there like a weapons shop in the area? Don't go in the thing. Well, I can buy herbs, chocolate, or holy salt. That makes sense, right? Like purifying salt. Hopefully, I'm supposed to buy 5 herbs and not say equipment. Yeah. Well, the mayor did also pay the main character's 100 gold tab at the bar, so. Huh. He's like, ooh, there's a pretty lady here. Her name is Maring. That my name is Mercenary. Look at her blink, dude. Calm down. Oh. That's funny. The dialogue auto advances. Yeah, I don't know. This is so hard to read without kanji, man. I don't know how people do this. So I think her dad went missing. And Mercenary is bragging that he's gonna find him for her. All right, time to find out this is a blacksmith and I wasted my money. No, that's the bar. This is the blacksmith. No. I don't know any blacksmiths who look like this. Ah, I see. Her husband's gone missing. All the men of the village are going missing night by night. Oh, do you think she's a bad guy? Oh no, it doesn't have a world map. It has a stupid papyrus map. What were those things called? Was it papyrus? What? Dude! This game whips ass! Look at this! Boom! This is so exciting! This is the most exciting RPG I've ever seen. Boom! Wagoosh! Wow! Oh, that's one of the save point givers. Wow! This is an apple. Wow, it's clipping. Oh, is the like Space Harrier kind of effect on the floor gonna give you a migraine? Aha. He says I should find a party member before I cross the bridge. Oh no, there's flashing, duh. Boosh. Aha. So Mage is our next recruit. Or maybe it's Knight. Oh. I am the Knight Roy. And I've been ordered by Knight to, what? Oh, I see. Under the orders of Knight, I'm here to investigate the events occurring in the village of Dioao. Is it? Yeah, I can't tell. And apparently it's horrible what's happening over there, and he has to report to Knight as soon as possible, which is why he's hitting on this like sailor guy. It's easier to make translation patches for HuCard games than CD games, right? Oh, Dioao is where I was, apparently. Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, not knowing how to recruit another party member is kind of a downer. I don't want to like play this for super long, but this game is actually like pretty sick, huh? Like, okay, you see this effect where like when I'm transitioning from the map to the place, it like looks like crap for a second. Is that some sort of artifact of the Super SD System 3 or like the RGB output, or would it look like that on composite as well? All right, I'm going in. Yeah, I don't know any Gradius. You know, It looks bad when you zone in this. That. You see that? Where it goes like... Yeah, thank you. Weird flickery lines. That's more descriptive than just making a noise with your mouth. Yes. Is that normal? Does that show up on emulator? All RPGs do this. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, it was all... Bagoosh. Bagoosh. Gonna look like that. Oh, sick. I guess you probably don't want to talk to it, huh? Oh. That's like purifying salt. Oh no! What was this thing called? A B-Tom? What's a B-Tom? Oh, like a beetle guy. Whoa! Oh no! Get out of there. No, I can't get away. No, I didn't mean to do that. Well, okay, never mind. I don't know what I did. I meant to pick run. I picked some other option I hadn't even read. Look, it's a kobold and a B-Tom. Undameshi? What is that? Undameshi. Yeah, it's just trying your luck. Ooh, the party got away. No. Let's try it. Oh, I don't have the MP. I don't think so because this is 240p, this signal is. No. Oh, 2 orcs. So yeah, yeah, this is awesome, right? I wasn't aware of this, but this was like, these are like little toys that came with candy. No. A little bit like, Bikuriman, I guess, but those were, stickers. I'm level 3, baby. Oh, look! It's Marge! No, it's a cat. Oh, no! Leave. I can't. Well, Mercenary died. So, you hear the voice of God just coming from somewhere, and he says, "Chosen ones, heroes, I cannot allow you to be defeated. I'll give you one more chance." And Mercenary came back to life. Now he's in the bar. Interesting. Yeah! Oh, you're right. It does look like one of the Captain Tsubasa games, actually. Well, anyway, I'm gonna see what won the poll. Results. Wow. I'm kind of surprised Gradius won, but that's fine. That was what I wanted, so. Gradius, NES, and then NES Variety.